Executive action was a key theme in Tuesday night's State of the Union address. Here to help break things down, Ronald Orol, senior editor for The Deal. Ron, President Obama said he plans to act on his own to make reforms in more than 12 areas in 2014. Why so many, and what kinds of changes can we expect?
Well, Obama's been frustrated by Congress's inability to move on a whole bunch of reform areas he's pushed for in previous State of the Union, and also being pressured by Democrats on the left to do things. So he unleashed a wide variety, a kind of unprecedented amount of unilateral moves he can do on his own, the largest of which is increasing the minimum wage for federal contract workers. This could have a big impact. He came up with a novel idea that hadn't been expected to create a retirement savings bond, a kind of a 401k plan for those that don't have a 401k plan. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. And throwing some environmentalists a bone, he pushed for incentives for manufacturers of trucks to use natural gas. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. All areas that are kind of tweaks around the edges that can help the economy a little bit.
He also stressed that he needs help from Congress on some issues. Tell us about his ideas and what's the likelihood that any will actually be achieved?
Yeah, he pushed for one idea that actually could happen by the end of his tenure in Congress, isn't likely to happen this year, is he asked for housing reform of Fannie and Freddie, which helped to cause the financial crisis and had a $188 billion taxpayer bailout. He wants the reform to preserve the dream of home ownership for Americans. Read between the lines, he wants to keep the 30-year fixed rate mortgage in place, something that's in play between Republicans and Democrats as they work on reforming these two massive housing giants. Other areas less likely to achieve any success is tax reform. He wants to eliminate retirement benefits for the wealthiest Americans, and that isn't likely to go anywhere. He also wants to push U.S. corporations to not move profits offshore, isn't going to go anywhere. And Republicans are definitely opposed to his idea of unemployment, raising the minimum wage for all Americans, thinking this will hurt entrepreneurship and jobs in America.
Thank you so much for breaking that down for us, Ron Orol, senior editor for The Deal. I'm Brittany Umar for The Street.